I love that song. I love the bass line to that song. I need to learn it. I know it's just like mostly a walking base, and then there's a triplet section. Nothing too complicated or complex, but it's just a good baseline. Like, it's just solid. Anyways, let's see if I'm having controller issues. OBS hates picking up the start of that. And I'm pretty sure because it like changes the actual like window that it's going through or whatever. Still have a decent amount to go through here till the end of the chapter, but I think I can get through it today. I mean, I started closer to when I'd want to start. We don't have to talk about that, but what if we did? Right. Did go through that on first playthrough, huh? Ever become dog when they're actually something else? Probably not, huh? Only when... Okay, I'm wrong. It does become dog. Wasn't expecting that. There was a save point here, right? I probably made the, like, Dark Souls 3 comment about this save point on my first playthrough. Previous filled with power jail thing is cancelled. You are now filled with power from temporary butler Rouse. Okay. Anything I have stored of interest? Not really. Ah. Sleep too, yeah. That's... the olden days of games having strict character limits and like memory sizes, meaning that they're like all attacks will be reduced to like 4 characters, so you have like your sleep spell and then the upgraded sleep spell. Alright, have to go through all of this, okay. So that climbs. Where does this take us? Oh, back to here. And, but what if we did... Yeah, I know. You're never gonna let me. This is where you drop down all those... like, planter golems. Okay. Route. It sure is. Hey, Green. And there's the Shino beetles. So 20 each. That really doesn't give a lot of TP. I saw somebody put up a YouTube video complaining about the TP gain in this chapter, and I think a lot of it is just like there's not supposed to be tension here. Like, there's no real threat in this chapter. You're just closing the Dark Fountain preventatively. Except for Aqua's knives, which give decent amount of TP, and that's because they're fucking knives and Aqua can't be trusted to know the difference between friendship and murder. Only need one last piece of proof. Well, I mean, it's Chris. Chris is the one who's made this one. And chapter 3's. Probably not chapter 4's. And possibly chapter 1 and 2. All I ever wanted to do was help. You know, without the context of the sprite, it almost looks like a no-eyed face smiling instead of him hanging his head. Prevent another tragedy.
My king. Glue. No, no, no. The diner. My king.
It's crazy that it has Flowery's face on it. Like, you could have not done that. Oh. Asgore's speech there is very something. The general lore. All he was ever trying to do was help prevent another tragedy. like, it seems like connected to Dessa's disappearance in some way. But it's also definitely connected to the shelter, since he lost his place as police chief, probably to keep him from having, like, the code to the shelter. And Monster Kid and Snowy talking about it as if Chris has been in the shelter and knows what's in there and was telling them about it at some point, and they don't believe it, saying Chris is just a coward. So, like, you've got to wonder... I feel like Asgore just wanted to close whatever Dark Fountain is in the shelter. But wasn't able to get further into it because of lacking... Like, I know that the game presents it as if you need all 3 codes to get into the shelter, but I truly do not believe that. I am fully of the belief that it's a 3-door system where you can put in any of the codes in the first one, and then you have to put in a different one for the second one, and then you have to put in the last one to get to the, like, inner sanctum of the shelter. Otherwise, it makes no sense that the knight would do anything outside of the shelter at this point, having gotten, presumably, gotten all 3 codes to be able to enter the shelter. But it makes more sense if they only had 1, were able to enter with 1, and then needed to collect 2 more codes to get further in. I thought there was dialogue for falling in this hole. Do I have to jump into it? You didn't realize Asgore was crazy? I mean... your family's got it rough too. I mean... one, Chris had it rough because you were bullying them. Like, come on, Susie. But even being new in town, wouldn't you have noticed that, Chris's parents aren't really together? I know I can use... I can just do that to break it, but I wanted to break it the other way. Also this way to go. It has a few coins and documents. I'm kind of upset that you can't just destroy all the documents and get something, because there are some that are just out of reach. I can't get it. Yeah, you can. Like, you got enough to know that it's about a dark world. You just don't want to say the rest of what is written in there. I mean, presumably it's just been a fundamental thing of the world of Deltarune. Literally, it's existed since the release of the game. But, like, thinking in universe, you just have to assume that this was, like, a fundamental part of, like, how the world functions. That's just not something that many people would know about, because who's gonna stab the ground in a specific location while having the determination to create a different world? Like, that's a pretty weird thing to just do on a whim. I know there's a way to get through here without hitting any of the blue flowers. I don't know how to manage it. Do I have to bounce off that? Nope. I'm just not going to be able to get through it. Maybe I could have. I know that you can. I just don't think that I can. So... clean up the mess. None of these were ever here. Can't prove that they were. Right, I can't access the menu. I mean, we're not in a battle right now, so you can't drop our HP below 1. From what I've noticed. I think after whatever next save, I'm gonna see if I can get completely game overed while in the, like, platformer mode. Also, Susie could have just said it. I don't know. Like, no idea. Didn't see him. Frickin' death pose. Oh, it switches direction. Neat. Yellow key got used up. Did it say that in the normal route? That's... I mean, he crossed that way, why can't we? Oh yeah, I did skip over you before, didn't I? I should probably actually get you out of here. Everyone got mixed messages. Okay. Yeah, and then I can just Scythemare. I don't think I've ever used that before. Green was gonna make a hot snack but never delivered. Okay, I remember that actually kind of mattering for the trial part. It makes sense now. It's such a classic bit. There she blows. That's the wrong theme. That's pirate, not a cowboy. Damn it. I'm not holding right soon enough on that. And I wasn't hitting far enough right on the, that one. I was going too far up, and I needed to launch myself. Oh, I saw that. Okay, but this is just free money, isn't it? It's also too laggy to punish anything. Does this room just like get laggy if you don't destroy the hats? Is that what this text box is for? Or is he talking about it being like the gunfire's too late? I don't think I'm getting any more money. Well, I guess it's just RNG. Anyway. Anything else to say, or... You know, typically what happens next is a train comes. Wonder if that'll happen. Oh yeah, I was gonna try and actually die in this section, wasn't I? And there wasn't a save spot close enough to it. Didn't even get to half charge. True. Or I'll say, stop being a killjoy. Susie, why would you think this goes to the fountain when, like, we've already seen a giant door blocked by shrubbery, like... Hold on. Another conveniently timed Rouse interruption. Aren't you all here because of love? And Rouse doesn't let Blue explain further for Chris. Which, like, there's many ways to interpret it. But confirmation bias makes me interpret it as more evidence to my idea that this entire thing is, like, all the Dark World business, the night, all of that, Asriel's behind it. Because of grief for losing Des. and Asriel's love for December. And Blue was just a moment away from maybe revealing a little bit too much about why Chris is going along with this. And that's where Rouse steps in to interrupt the exposition once again. You know, Yellow self-imprisoned. Just stop lying. You guys can just say that Yellow had a misunderstanding and sent himself to prison. I forgot if you talked to me, but I think you're in trouble. That Floridin is just fucked up. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, this one's kind of pointless, but this is literally where Yellow was bouncing and throwing the hat off. Did I ever pick that up before? Don't know anything about this one. Yeah, true. Integrity is a virtue. And also, the theme behind the blue-colored soul. It's one of the things that I realized after completing Chapter 5 is that all of the flowers kind of reverse the virtue that they have. Like, Aqua's would be patience, and Aqua does not have patience for anything. Like, Seth's is persistence or perseverance, and kind of tends to not. Like, it gave up learning that Aqua gave up the feather, Seth just like gave up on getting out of there. Yellow's is justice, which, yeah, Yellow's not good at justice. Orange is courage, bravery, and not really that brave. Green is kindness, which seems right on the surface, but Green is willing to flip for a bribe. The blue is integrity, which seems right on the surface, but blue also lies to yellow for the sake of a surprise. And then flowery is kind of like gold doesn't have a stated virtue. It's sort of like friendship in a way. But flowy is a twisted version of friendship, and flowery is also a twisted version of friendship. Red criminal fluid. That sends me back, but what if I just go like... Okay. That also sends me back. 6. I need 4 more. Oh, now I recognize it. I was trying to think, like, what is this symbol for blue? It's the ballet shoes. I've got to check something. I just have to. Okay, it's not 1-to-1. But but it's kinda the same pose as whole horse. Yeah, nah, you can come back in a week if you want to watch again, chat. Don't fucking do that. Don't just spam symbols. But Yellow's pose is kind of the same as Whole Horse's idle animation in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Heritage for the Future. It's like Whole Horse would be looking to the right and doesn't have the Emperor out. But it's the same, like, hand on the hip, gun drawn, looking like backwards sort of pose. I don't know why I kind of like realized that it's similar, but I may not have realized it if not for Flowery also stealing a pose from Heritage for the Future. I wonder if Toby was... Actually, no, probably not playing it because hand pain, but... I wonder if he played it before. I know he's played Smash. Obviously. Oh. I need 40. Okay. Brush flat without permission. Yeah, blue kind of gives a hint here that it's to preserve it, because putting leaves in a book... Book with a decidedly floral scent. Playing Smash ain't ever right. So true. Oh. God damn it. I noticed it was the same one twice in a row. I think that happened the first time I played too. I got by that. And this is, this was also found by the, like, fire pit, which suggests cooking. And there's the mention of green making a hot snack. Yeah, isn't that also... Oh. I was about to go back to Google. Forgot that I had to still defend. Maybe I'm just crazy and... or I can't find it. I was gonna say, is that pose also... whole horse? Like... I can't trust any of these sprite poses anymore. Don't have enough. Handkerchief was stolen. Please give it back. Oh yeah, there was if you pay attention during this entire time, throughout this entire like section of the game, Aqua's hair ribbon is green for a majority of it. And I almost remarked on it, but I thought, maybe it'll be explained later, and it does. I just didn't... I don't think I thought about it the first time going through. I don't think I noticed it the first time going through. Like, the first time playing through this game, I spent a lot of time just looking at the text boxes that show up and reading those and trying to figure out the puzzles or... trying to figure out how to deal with the enemies. A little bit of my mind goes towards like small details that'll be important later or things that are important to the overall lore, but that's why it's good to like go through the game more than once. And then this would be like the dye that turned the green handkerchief red. Feel a strange lack of evidence. Need more evidence. Do I? What did I not pick up? You know, it's gonna use up almost all of my TP, but... how much will this heal for? The ribbon. Uh, 84. That's not too bad. We only seek to find the truth. Yeah, and this time Blue has nothing to say. Yeah, so much for integrity. Do you have protein? Man, the Deltarune fandom just loves to latch on to singular words so much. I can't wait for, like, friend to seem important and then just not be. Just turns out to be like random cats that at the end of chapter 7 you just like go into the alleyway that Alphys puts milk in, and it's just a bunch of black cats there, and that's all. I only drink egg yolk. That's not healthy. Forget about getting big and strong. You're gonna die of dehydration. Oh, it doesn't. I forgot that it doesn't let you choose there. I don't remember what I chose last time. I think I chose to hang out with Rouse, and then Rouse went on his own. The only thing about that message that's confirmed is that Gaster fell into his own machine. And even that's hearsay. Like, this is why when I do a lot of my theory thinking, I wanted to stay away from characters like Gaster and Friend, because it's not... Friend is getting more solid in the game lore as it goes on, so I can't ignore it anymore. But Gaster is still just like implied. Not implied in Undertale. In Undertale, he's got some footing, but in Deltarune, simply implied. Let's walk over and see Susie. This is when Rouse goes to talk with Flowery. Which flower represents a memory which unites you two? Understandable. At the beach with Noelle, I guess you were asleep, right? Well, what really happened? I only noticed it for the her heartbeat text, but Chris had like one sprite of actually looking at Susie. Kind of weird. Kind of weird angle. Hmm. Noelle and you will work out. Noelle's going through something right now. I'm not sure you can say this in good faith. But maybe it'll work out. Maybe nothing actually happened. When you mumble, I can't hear you. So is this Chris using their actual voice and not just saying the words that we say? Because in the, like, blog posts from the Spampton sweepstakes or whatever, when Noel's posting about Susie bullying Chris, Noel mentions that Chris in their usual mumbly voice, and also saying that Chris sounds like they're talking over speakerphone when we're controlling them. You're not stupid. I feel like this is probably how Chris would answer, but how does Chris answer if we make them say yeah? Susie, have you seen another human at all? Actually, no. Chris is right to stare at you like you're stupid. Have you seen another human at all? Aside from the books upstairs in the library? Clean. Oh, I've had some drop frames. This is not too many. And at least it wasn't like 3 minutes of my internet going out without me noticing, like the other day. That really sucks. Nerd consomme. Why do you know the word consomme? That's... It's funny that it's like, obviously, Susie's only heard it said and hasn't read it, as shown by her spelling it wrong in the text box. Yeah, they're flowers. It's, they kind of need sunlight, you know, photosynthesis and all that. Which, when you think about it, humans also photosynthesize. It's just that we don't photosynthesize sugars. We photosynthesize, like, vitamin D.
Yes.
Rude. That's what I get for trying to mash. I forgot that both X and Y on this controller are set to be menu. Can now take a break with yellow. Also take a break with aqua. Also take a break with blue. I never did go through all of those before. So far, talking to machines doesn't do anything.
It's me. What a predictable creature. The great style. I'm falling. Hey, Raleigh. I'm falling. Hey, Raleigh.
I mean, 30 each isn't that bad. But I'm not going to buy anything. Make sure I have at least like one of each thing. I think I used up a darker candy by mistake. This can definitely go in there. I don't want to lose it. I don't need a 180 heal. Keep this for safekeepings. Just because, like, you've got the darker candy and you've got some items that essentially age over time, I want to keep one of each of those, one of, like, everything, just in case something just gets better in a later chapter. Can't be too sure. Anyway, it's been a little more than an hour. I'm going to take a break, stand up, stretch, get something to drink, all that good stuff. Guess that's a fine enough spot for it. Maybe just like... just the size, center it on that window. That looks fine. And yeah, I'll be back in like 5 minutes or so. Okay, I'm back. I was also thinking about it, and I think that YouTube chatter is saying friend is an imaginary cat made by Gaster. Like, it's almost more implied that friend is just an escaped video game glitch from cat petters. Like, Noelle talks about having like 7 headless cats, and we only ever see friend's head. Aside from the one time we see its body, which was when it was the illusion of a chair. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter just yet. I should, for safekeepings, put those there. Hold on. See, I'm very confused here. By the no ability thing. Because it turns red as if these actually have no ability. Except for here, where it's white, which seems to suggest it's the same ability. Like, why is it like that? How did I not notice that before? Also, is this always triple question mark? I don't really remember. And nothing really better. I don't remember if I noticed it, but the gold ornamentation of Asgore's face. Almost got the last one before it. Birds from the song Weird Birds. Okay. I'll have to look that one up. I was tempted to see what happens if you just attack Aqua, but probably better to just do the action. Almost made it. Have to prove it's true. Buddy. Asgore's not very bright. He's got a dark world in his flower shop and thinks he has to prove it's true by connecting the dots. Leave and get somebody. Bring them in here. Have more witnesses. Like... Now, I wonder if this is Chris thinking that Asgore's old notes were nonsense, or Chris... like, Chris's intention and will being interpreted as, like, not wanting the information to get out. Because this is Chris's dark world.
Hey, boys. Flowers blooms in your heart. Vagina.
You also get a...
Fresh wind.
With this, you also get a bit of the vision into, like, exactly how and why Asgore's obsession would have been a problem for his family, because he was probably just this... in this same mentality as he is in this dark world.
Children. Smile again. Come. My king. The boys. The Giner.
Document from 1 day ago. Why would he have been writing about black shards 1 day ago? Yeah, but why would he be thinking about it 1 day ago? Also, what does Susie say there, or what gets said there if you never ship the knight's sword? If you don't win that fight. I mean, it makes sense that the knight existed before the story starts, Rouse. Like, you gotta think about that. It also implies that the prophecy kind of says that the heroes show up at World's End, like, when things are starting to get bad. Like, it probably also show up at literal World's End, like the edge of the world, but... Wouldn't it be important? I mean, whoever made it so you know the prophecy didn't want you to know about all this. Simple as that. Binary.
Hey guys, I think I found a glue.
It's just like this, right?
I'm falling. Glue. I'm falling.
You three are pathetic excuses for humans. It's like, yeah. The third guy needs to wear a hat. Very true. But like only one of us is supposedly human. Is it an attack? Is it really an attack, Rouse? Does this qualify as an attack? I got hit like 7 times. Maybe I could have gotten hit about 120 more times. But I don't think I did it wrong. Tell me what's up with them. Probably about flowers. I think you just think everything's about flowers. I remember the train dialogue stuff. I don't remember Orange's dialogue on top of it. I'm just like looking at Susie's like lead up to running sprite. I swear that's like I might just be connecting dots that don't exist with lines that aren't really there. But I'm pretty sure that's a similar pose to Buster Bunny's pre-run animation in Tiny Toon Adventures for the Super Nintendo. And it's only on my mind because there's a couple things in this chapter that remind me of that game, just in general, with how they're presented. Like the entire Death Laser boss fight is similar to a fight in that game. The parts where you are like running and have to like, you just have to jump are similar to some of the levels in that game. Conspicuously off the table. Well, that has a save point, so... Almost. Maybe if I stand back here. Needed to jump a little sooner. A little bit too soon. Can I just do this? Nah, it doesn't reach. Got it. Got it. That was all of them. Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Smells like if a second diner was built out of the first diner. Another flower with unbelievable powers. Why do I have to do everything myself? Does nothing and leaves. A round flat object without thinking you touched it to collect it, but it's not a coin. I mean, if you turn it on its side and recolor it, kind of looks like a coin to me. Great save points. What are your actions? Rouse does the worm. Doesn't show Rouse doing the worm. It was what, 18 and 18, which is plenty. Alter soil pH. How? But I don't think pushing statues off the ledge in this room will do anything else. Don't care. The fact you say that makes me want to do it. I'm pretty sure I did this first playthrough. I don't remember the result. Even made it stop making a noise when it falls. Well, that one made a noise. Okay, there are so many. I don't think I want to get the rest of them. I know I did it before. Rock. Oh, a glass of water. Of course. Does nothing. Is it just actually rocks? Is that all that's left now? Yep. Okay. Almost. My God. Rip Rousey. Can't believe Rousey died in a gimmick fight. Currently have 3. Full heal. I don't think I found my way into that door before. Do I have to push everything off? Was that how I got a fox before? I don't want to. I know I said that I wanted to before, but... it's just gonna be such a pain. Oh, well. Get everything lined up. Do this nonsense. I don't think I got that bullet one before. I don't think I thought about what if one of the bullets is a fake. But I'm pretty certain I pushed off all of these that I could. Whoops. That one went a bit earlier than I wanted to. I wanted to just push them all off one at a time. Like one after the other. Do all this setup for that. I'm surprised OBS doesn't pick up some of the sounds from the road. Only like 5 more that I need to push off from the center. Two more. one can go up there. I guess that one can go down there. Well, I don't remember this. Did I really not do that first playthrough? You don't have to keep saying exclamation point over and over. No, that's just Chris not liking the choice that I said. Yeah, they do. Oh, right, it's here. Or rather, this is here. Still the best bit in the game. Actually, no, it's second best. Well, it's tied for the best bit alongside random explosions. Okay, I must have found this. I don't remember finding that bullet one. But since it's a pink coin, like, I must have found it since I got all the pink coins. Silhouette of truth drawn on the paper. Seems optional. Yeah, that's why we're here. Right. Whatever. Okay. Maybe not whatever. Ah, yeah, it's this, isn't it? Well, no. Actually, it's not. I guess I just, like, move the big block down one. Then I can jump on that.
I'm falling.
As a trick to this puzzle, maybe you should stand on Rouse. Flowery just calling out Rouse. That's messed up. I guess this isn't a bad time to check to see if I can die while platforming. But I just kind of didn't feel like it. I'll be fine. Orange is helping. Unfortunately, Orange is helping me. Is it just me, or did Orange in my first playthrough say chibi with like 2 B's, and now it's actually saying chibi, like. Flash forward, Flowery versus the Knight. Nah, Susie, speak your mind, or else he's being a dick. Shouldn't be such an asshole. Also, that does that cutscene knocks you out of the platforming. Didn't even think about that fact. You don't like, you just come out of it naturally instead of having to switch it yourself. Come on. That one I fucked up. Yes. Okay. You gotta like make the turns really tight there. I guess technically then it would have been faster. You go around, well, you've got to go down a bit and then around this way so that way you're not going that far. But I still made it work with going around the longer way. $11. I mean, Rouse, you were being condescending. Weird layering where you're standing technically behind green, but you're still in front of green. Just be going then. Forward. %84 TP for 25% mercy. On both accounts. Okay. Rev up those fryers. I'll say, seriously. Okay, it just changes for no reason. Orange does switch from saying chibis to chibis. Damn donuts. You just say it normal, like. Also, that looks like an omelet. Not ratatouille. If you're friends with Green, we should get along. I mean, Rouse, you should just stop being antagonistic. In general. Like, why are you doing this? Ow. That was almost bad. Rouse, stop speaking. Always. What's wrong with you? Like, I understand being rude to Flowery, tricking Aqua, tricking Yellow, even lying to Blue. But why is Rouse just gotta antagonize Orange like that? What's the big deal? I don't think it's anything important. It is just like a question of why are you like this, Rouse? Oh, this is where Rouse talks to Flowery. Okay, yeah. I mixed it up with the previous time. I chose to give her space last time, but I also then gave in to I'll close my eyes and think about Susie on a third playthrough. This time I'm gonna ignore Susie and ignore Rouse. Maybe I'll go look for some flowers. Yeah, and then you just end up talking to Flowery. Just chill. Don't, even if it seems important. Walking in hella tall grass. Yeah, true. And ticks. You just want to smell Chris's hair. I'll take the green and yellow one. I think in my first playthrough I made Rouse speak up about what he actually wanted. This time I'll just not. And here's all of that. One pink coin. Oh, did I just not go that way? Did I just completely forget that was a way you could go? Okay. Well, at least it loops back around. Oh, it won't even let you like try and aim off the side with a jump here. Green, the issue is you should have baked a pie instead of a cake.
My human. That's great. My king. That's my dreams. Smile again.
See, it's funny because like Asgore's there when the person who made the fountain goes back to it. Asgore just doesn't realize who made the fountain.
You're a hero? Get it, Shen.
Anything you want to do, I got your back. Chris has done many things they don't want to do in this playthrough. What Chris wants is irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. I don't think I've gotten 3 of them yet. So 35, this brings it to 90, 100, fair. Well, already touched one, may as well just keep going. Can't walk across this here. Weird that it's still there, but it's not like a way to walk. Also, this dark fountain is in a business open to the public. So yeah, it's not exactly the best thing. I mean, it'd be one thing if people could take things from the dark world out. Asgore could have a ridiculous business by just having this be like a tourist attraction, essentially. People going into the dark world and him selling flowers. But people can't even take anything out without it turning to junk. They need to actually take, like, darkeners out. Which would be weird. Okay, I was too busy spamming. Blocks the way for real. T-pose. Perfect T-pose. It kind of changes things, like... You can't say it doesn't change anything when it really does. Like, they can't hit me. Unless I play it stupid. I'll say being down kind of sucks, but surely I just get through this. Purpose is to be a flower. Rousey is just really obsessed with purpose. Because his entire existence is just for the sake of purpose. Like, he even attributes Lancer feeling good about things to purpose is going alongside the Lighteners, but is that even real? Is that even true? Or is it just that, like, Lancer had never had that candy before, and also never had people actually appreciate his presence before?
I'm only trying to help you.
Yeah, this is like the main dilemma for Rousey, is having a purpose, but his actual desires are against that purpose. Like, he exists to guide the entire plot to the predetermined conclusion, but he doesn't like that. Yeah. Nothing new. Okay. Oh. Ectoplasmic aura. Yeah, that makes more sense now. I don't think I thought about it too hard on first reading of it, but it's because it's the ghost. Anyway, it's been about almost an hour and a half since I've taken a break and stood up. So I'm gonna do that. Just sort of disappear for like 5 minutes. Then come back and continue. There's a chance I don't get through the chapter today, because this is taking a while. I'm going a bit slow, but maybe. Depending on how long it takes for me to do Pink's fight. But yeah, gonna stand up, stretch, all that good stuff. Be back in like 5. Okay, I'm back. Glad I stood up, because right when I did, I could feel in my legs that I should have stood up a bit earlier than that. Oh, wait. Because this started off as Weird Route, you don't go to Castletown and refresh Spin Cake. So I don't have that. That's good to know. Oh, and it's this one. I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna force it going through this. I'm not gonna restart every single time if I don't make it. But I am hoping to make it without their help. God damn it. That was my bad. That's why you don't send Rouse over before jumping. Too late. Too late. Not too late. Son of a bitch. Fucking shuriken. God damn it. Yeah, now you guys just make it easy. That was easy, right? Yes, it was. To be fair, in the Lonely Prince's mural for the prophecy, it shows fire magic. So, like... That's fine. Damn it. That's my bad. That's also my bad. I tried to get like a diagonal one going for the sake of getting speed going over. And it just was too early. Tried to save myself there and just couldn't. That's rough, because I think I screwed myself over. Because I had like a good fast one and just let it go. Huh. Okay. It like respawned on top of me while I was destroying them. Too early. It did not take me this many attempts on the first playthrough, I'm pretty sure. That actually would have been pretty clean. Like, if I can get a good... hit at like 10 o'clock on that thing, I think you could just chain them together with good timing. Pretty sure there's a save in here. I don't think I want to change any of the equipment. You're not a flower. Stop lying. This is first attempt? First attempt of this playthrough. I've already played through and gotten the Shadow Crystal and everything. Before. I think it took me 2 or 3 attempts on first try. But I'm not sure if I was just good at the fight or if I just got lucky early on. Defend. Alert. TP up. Bombs are the most difficult. Yeah. The bombs are pretty rough. I'm kind of upset that I played... Like, I almost want to throw this first one on purpose, because I want to see what meaner bombs are like. Because when I played it, that hadn't been added to the game. But I'm going to give it an honest try. If I do die, I'm making it more difficult, though. Because that sounds like fun. Or I'll say it's true form. God damn it. 108 there, huh? Well, 106. I thought it said 108. Meaner as hell. Yeah, but like... It's fun to overcome hell. That's why I fought the Black Knight. Like... I think I get more again. Oh. That's why Rousey was higher than if he'd taken 108. It's because healed from the hearts. Now I understand. Wasn't going crazy. I should have gotten the Shika-Cola for group heal since I don't have spin cake. Just realized that. Because this is an annoying situation to be in where I kind of wouldn't mind healing everyone. Yeah, the night took me probably the longest any of the bosses have taken me. It wasn't... No, actually, Garrison took me the longest out of the secret bosses. The night took me quite a while, but I don't know, I just managed to lock in. And a lot of them were just like, once you learned how to get around it, it was just executing properly. So when you play through the weird route, you don't get to go back to Castletown in Chapter 5. And I used up my spin cake. Oh, are you talking about something different with tree cake? Because I'm thinking spin cake. Because spin cake is just like, I can't get it right now. I used it up in Chapter 4 and wasn't able to refill it because I couldn't go to Castletown. I know I want to get these ones. Maybe I do just like defend a bit. I've gotten up to 84, which is reasonable. I went right into one. Yeah, I hate bombs. I kind of sucked. I also didn't grab any of my revivements. Well, maybe I was throwing on the first attempt. God damn it. It's so hard to visualize where the safe spaces are on that one. Like, the bigger bombs later on are actually much easier because they show you the line that they're going with. Those ones are just... Oh, okay. You can get refillable tree cakes? Is that what you get for the 8 seconds? I forgot to go back to that because I got one of the records that you needed. I don't remember it being a refillable party heal. But I might do that after this because not looking great. I feel like no-hitting any of these bosses, even if they're not super hard to do, is quite a task. I don't think I've ever attempted to no hit. Just need to interact with the log. Oh, interesting. I'm getting a weird, like, muscle twitch in my eye. Don't really like that. Seems to have stopped. Hopefully stopped. Okay. Rousey's almost back. But I am running out of resources. Took you the longest to beat. I can see that. I honestly don't know how I made it through the last attack. The, like, first time that I actually saw it. A lot of these, though, I don't know, they just make sense in my mind, except for the bombs. I think it's because the hearts are really useful for telling you where you should go at any time. Well, that was stupid of me. Made multiple mistakes. Yeah, I feel like... Because it's just, in my brain, I try and overlay, like, a cross over each bomb. But then, because it's on the grid, it's hard to see my imaginary lines that I'm drawing. It's just like the sword fight. Where there's the bombs that do the same thing. Like, those always fucked me up. I'm just gonna double flirt. That and also ending up on the space that the bomb is getting thrown to. That happened there a couple times and is a pain. Okay, I may have baited shots a bit too hard there. But I'm so close. I don't remember that one being like that. Unreactable, especially on meaner. Well, I'm about to find out that. Okay. I need to do all the, like, destroying it stuff. I also haven't gone over here, have I? Or is this where... This is where you first go over. Yeah, okay. I just hadn't come back over from here. God damn it. This is awful. May take as many of one piece as you like. I must have just forgotten about that. Oh, it's in storage. Yeah, that makes sense. There's no way I didn't grab that last time I played and just kind of forgot about it between then and now. Yeah, 160 to all, definitely. I'm glad that's there though, because not having spin cake was a bit worrying. There any -2 defense for slightly more TP gain? Why not? Ways. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I probably won't learn the patterns to them. I'll probably just have to wing it each time until I naturally recognize. That was just my brain malfunctioning. It'll happen. I almost got enough TP in that. From Mega Flirt. That's unfortunate. Meaner difficulty is just sheer luck. Yeah. I mean, it's like I'm not going to look up the pattern or anything. Maybe I'll be able to have pattern recognition for it. It'll take a few tries, but I'm definitely mostly winging it. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Well, I'm just going to use it now. Though there's a good chance these two die again immediately. Okay. Does this also revive? Just like may as well test things out at this point. Yes, okay, so it's basically a revivement. I mean, they probably die, but this is probably worth it for the plus 10. Yeah, that's basically what I just did. Third attack, defend with all three. Yeah, I guess since you know it's going to be bombs, that makes sense. I'll figure it out. I mean, I can just, like, double flirt and defend, and it should be fine. I could have also healed with Rousey. Maybe I should have, since I'm losing all my TP. Yeah, I should have just healed. Misplay. Not gonna flirt here. Gonna heal Susie. I should probably heal Rouse. Yeah, Chris has Giga Flirt for 60. Mega for 40 if everyone's alive. Damn it. Did Susie just take a huge hit right at the end? It didn't even have the, like, the hit sound. That's messed up. Ah, so that's why Susie was getting Doki for 2. Okay. Easy plus 10. Could have full defended, but yeah, should have full defended. The plus 10 was too tempting. I should have just recognized it was third attack, which means it was going to be bombs again. Full defended. I hate to seem like I'm giving up a bit. Also, the fuse. Golden pink, of course. But it's been like 3.5 hours. That's getting on the longer side of streams for me. And I'm getting hungry. My neck hurts. So, yeah, you recognize the next one. The more you go down. I can tell you played a lot. You definitely learned the fight. But I'm gonna call it for the day. I'll probably be back next week with Deltarune. Like, my next day off is gonna be next Friday, and that's gonna be playing Nuzlocke, Randomizer, and then I'll probably play Deltarune, unless I switch it up. Who knows? But thanks for watching, chatting. Anyone who's lurking, always appreciated. Should be back next Friday. If I disappear, then I'll be